Ever feel like you're doing everything right with your money, but still not getting ahead? You pay your bills on time, you try to put a little aside, but that feeling of real financial security seems just out of reach. It's a frustrating loop, and you're not alone. As of 2025, nearly 1 in 4 American households is living paycheck to paycheck. With the cost of pretty much everything going up, 2026 is the year where smart money habits are no longer just a good idea, they're essential. But what if the key to financial success isn't some complicated Wall Street strategy? What if it's simpler? What if it's about the small, daily choices that separate the financially secure from the financially stressed? In certain US cities, residents are quietly crushing it. They're like financial ninjas, with sky-high credit scores and almost no debt, and they're not using any magic to do it. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on these financial powerhouses and the surprisingly simple habits that make them so successful. We've gone through the numbers to pinpoint the American cities where residents have the strongest money habits. You'll definitely want to stick around to see if your city made the list and, more importantly, what you can learn from the places that did. So, what does it really mean to have strong money habits? It's about so much more than a big salary. In fact, income is just one small piece of the puzzle. True financial strength comes down to behavior, how you manage what you have, no matter how much that is. To figure this out, we're looking at a huge analysis from the finance company WalletHub, which crunched the numbers on over 2,500 US cities, using 10 key metrics of financial behavior. We're talking about things like the median credit score, which gives a great snapshot of a city's overall financial discipline. We're also looking at the credit card debt-to-income ratio, which shows if people are living within their means or just borrowing to get by. And we're factoring in things like late payments, bankruptcies, and the percentage of people with accounts in distress. These numbers don't lie. They paint a clear picture of who is disciplined, responsible, and thinking about the long term. What the data shows is fascinating. The top-ranked cities are nearly all affluent suburbs, with a lot of them clustered in just a few states. But here's the spoiler. Their success isn't just about the money they make, it's about the money they keep. These residents have mastered the art of paying on time and borrowing responsibly. As one financial expert told WalletHub, a common mistake is assuming you'll deal with money problems later. The people in our top-ranked cities don't do that. They deal with it now. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 US cities for money management. For each one, we'll break down the stats that got them here, explore the why behind their success, and most importantly, pull out a simple, actionable lesson you can use in your own life, no matter where you live. Let's get into it. Section 1. The countdown begins. Starting us off at number 10 is Foster City, California. Tucked away in Silicon Valley, Foster City kicks off a trend of California communities that really dominate this list. Residents here have a median credit score of 777, which is solidly in the excellent range. So, what's their secret? It seems to be a very disciplined approach to borrowing. They have one of the lowest rates of delinquent debt in the nation and an incredibly small number of late payments per person. That's not an accident, it's a habit. The big takeaway from Foster City is the power of consistency. Paying bills on time, every single time, is the foundation of a great credit score. It's a simple, non-negotiable rule that residents here have clearly mastered. This discipline is likely reinforced by a community of high-earning tech and biotech professionals who see financial planning as part of their culture. They get that a good credit score isn't just a number, it's a key to financial freedom, unlocking better rates on everything. At number 9, we find another California gem, Saratoga. If you thought Foster City's credit score was high, hold on. Saratoga residents rock a stunning median credit score of 788. That's approaching financial perfection. The story here is all about extremely low debt. The average number of late payments is a tiny 0.48 per person. People in Saratoga just don't carry big balances on their credit cards, and they pay their bills right away. The main lesson from Saratoga is a deep-seated dislike of high-interest debt. With a median household income well into six figures, they could easily live a lavish life on credit. But they don't. They show a culture of paying in full. The lesson? Just because you can borrow money doesn't mean you should. By keeping their credit card debt-to-income ratio incredibly low, Saratoga residents avoid the wealth-destroying trap of compound interest working against them. Next up, at number 8, is Sunnyvale, California. Noticing a pattern here? As a major player in Silicon Valley and home to big tech companies, Sunnyvale residents have the high incomes, but more importantly, they have the habits to go with them. Their median credit score is a strong 765, and they really shine when it comes to keeping their debt low relative to their income. Even with the sky-high cost of living in the Bay Area, they manage their finances with impressive skill. The key lesson from Sunnyvale is the importance of budgeting in an expensive area. It's so easy to let lifestyle creep happen when you're surrounded by wealth and get a pay raise. But the data shows Sunnyvale residents are masters of knowing where their money goes. They understand that a high salary can vanish just as quickly as a low one if you're not intentional. They budget for the high cost of housing and make sure their fun money doesn't put their financial future at risk. Breaking into the number 7 spot is Mountain View, California. As the home of Google, this city is another tech world titan. With a median credit score of 768, its residents are financial high flyers. Their most impressive stat is their incredibly low credit utilization. According to WalletHub's analysis, they are among the best in the country at using only a tiny fraction of their available credit. This is a pro-level move. The secret we can steal from Mountain View is this: your credit limit is not a goal. Financial experts often say to keep your credit utilization below 30%, but the folks in Mountain View take it a step further, often staying below 10%. This one habit has a massive positive effect on their credit scores. It tells lenders that they aren't dependent on debt, which makes them very low-risk borrowers. That's a powerful habit anyone can start, no matter their income. And at number 6, we head to the Pacific Northwest to find Redmond, Washington. Home to Microsoft, Redmond shares a lot of economic DNA with its Silicon Valley cousins. Residents here have a median credit score of 770 and show fantastic all-around financial health. They have strong scores across multiple categories, from a low number of late payments to a healthy debt-to-income ratio. What makes Redmond stand out is its balance. The residents don't just ace one area, they're strong across the board. This points to a culture of complete financial literacy. The lesson from Redmond is to take a holistic approach to your money. It's not enough to have a high credit score if your debt is out of control. It's not enough to have low debt if you're missing payments. The people of Redmond teach us that true financial strength comes from managing every part of your financial life with equal discipline. We're about to crack the top 5, where the money habits get even more impressive. These are the cities that are, hands down, the financial powerhouses of America. If you're finding this helpful and maybe even taking some notes, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. And if you want more videos that break down how to build wealth and master your money, make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on. Now, let's see who made the top 5. Section 2. The elite top 5. Kicking off our top 5 is Palo Alto, California. As the intellectual and financial heart of Silicon Valley, Palo Alto is a name associated with wealth, but its spot on this list comes from discipline, not just huge paychecks. Residents have a median credit score around 773, and they are experts at avoiding delinquency. According to WalletHub, only about 0.8% of residents are delinquent on their debt, which is the 5th lowest rate in the entire country. The secret from Palo Alto is proactive financial management. These residents don't wait for problems to pop up. With median household incomes over $220,000 and homes valued at over $2 million, the financial stakes are huge. They often manage complex finances including stock options and large mortgages. They handle it by staying organized, using financial tech, and often getting professional advice. They treat their personal finances like a business. The takeaway is clear: don't just be a passenger in your financial life. Be the CEO of your own money. Our number 4 city takes us all the way across the country to Scarsdale, New York. This wealthy suburb of New York City proves that great financial habits aren't just for the West Coast tech scene. Scarsdale residents have a median credit score of 775 and show responsible borrowing habits in every single category. Their credit card debt-to-income ratio is a stunningly low 1.04%. The lesson from Scarsdale is the lasting power of good old-fashioned financial prudence. In a community known for its high-powered finance and law professionals, there's a deep understanding of risk. These residents know debt is a tool, but a dangerous one. They build wealth not by taking flashy risks, but by making smart, conservative choices day after day. They prioritize saving, invest for the long run, and treat debt with a healthy amount of skepticism. It's a timeless strategy that just plain works. For our number 3 spot, we're in New England, in the historic town of Lexington, Massachusetts. Just outside Boston, Lexington is a hub for biotech, pharma, and defense. This has created a stable, high-income economy, but it's the residents' behavior that lands them here. With a median credit score of 783, they are financial superstars. Their strength is in keeping all forms of debt to a minimum. They carry modest car loans, student loans, and credit card balances. The secret that Lexington residents have mastered is avoiding what we call lifestyle debt. In a town where the median household income is over $200,000, it would be easy to justify a luxury car or extravagant spending. But the data shows they practice restraint. They know the difference between good debt, that builds wealth, like a sensible mortgage, and bad debt, that just drains it. The powerful lesson is to question every loan. Ask yourself, is this debt moving me closer to my goals, or is it just a short-term want that will become a long-term headache? Our runner-up, the second best city in America for money management, is Los Altos, California. Another Silicon Valley hotspot, Los Altos stands out even among its high-achieving neighbors. Residents here have an incredible median credit score of 785. Their defining feature is an almost non-existent rate of financial distress. The city has some of the absolute lowest bankruptcy and delinquency rates in the country. This points to a population that is not only financially smart but also incredibly resilient. The key takeaway from Los Altos is the importance of a financial safety net. Their low delinquency rates aren't just about paying bills on time. It suggests that when emergencies happen, residents have the savings to handle it without falling behind. This points to a strong culture of having an emergency fund. They have a buffer. The lesson is that financial health isn't just about offense, making and investing money, it's also about defense. A well-funded emergency fund is the ultimate defensive move that protects all your other financial goals. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. The number 1 city in the United States with the strongest money habits is Cupertino, California. The home of Apple Inc. isn't just a center for tech innovation, it's a center for financial discipline. Topping a list of over 2,500 cities is an incredible accomplishment, and they do it by being exceptional at everything. Let's look at the stats. The median credit score is a stellar 778. They have the 3rd fewest late payments and the 3rd lowest debt delinquency rate in the country. But the most jaw-dropping statistic, the one that really sets them apart, is their credit card debt-to-income ratio. According to WalletHub, the median credit card debt in Cupertino is only about 1.5% to 1.6% of the median income. That is the lowest ratio in the entire nation. So what is the ultimate secret from the most financially savvy city in America? It's a relentless focus on destroying high-interest debt. The people of Cupertino treat credit card debt like a financial emergency and get rid of it. They are living proof that the single fastest way to build wealth is to stop paying other people interest. By paying off their balances every month, they are basically giving themselves a guaranteed, risk-free return on their money, whatever their credit card's interest rate is. This simple, powerful habit is the foundation of their success. So, from the consistent bill payers in Foster City to the debt-hating wizards in Cupertino, a clear pattern emerges. The financially strongest cities in America aren't built on luck. They are built on simple, repeatable habits. They avoid high-interest debt like the plague, they pay their bills on time without fail, they build emergency savings for life's curveballs, and they live within their means, even when their means are huge. The common thread here is discipline. It's choosing long-term security over short-term wants. As we saw, California suburbs, especially in Silicon Valley, totally dominated this list. That's not a coincidence. The mix of high-tech industry incomes and a culture that values data-driven, logical thinking seems to create the perfect storm for financial success. But you don't need a six-figure tech salary to steal their secrets. The most important lesson here is that you can build these habits wherever you are. You can track your spending and make a budget, just like the residents of Sunnyvale. You can work to keep your credit utilization low, taking a page from Mountain View's book. You can build a financial safety net like the people in Los Altos, and you can declare war on your credit card debt, inspired by the champions in Cupertino. While moving to one of these cities might not be in the cards, adopting their financial habits is. The principles work everywhere. Start today. Automate your savings, pay your credit card bill weekly instead of monthly, and make a plan to get to zero consumer debt. These are the moves that build real, lasting wealth. Which city on our list surprised you the most? Do you live in one of these financial powerhouses, or do you have a money habit that's made a huge difference in your life? Let us know in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story could help someone else in this community. And finally, if you want to keep learning how to make your money work for you, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We have a lot more content coming to help you build the financial future you deserve. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.